So today we have Brixton lore from Hobbs and Shaw taking on Captain America from the MCU. Who wins? Well, let's find out. So, after being left for dead by Shaw, Brixton lore was found and saved by Etion, a terrorist organization. They implanted cybernetic and mechanical implants, optical enhancements, and prosthetic limbs into him, making him a super soldier. He's much stronger than the finest human, being able to overpower Hobbs, who's very strong in his own right, send Hobbs and Shaw flying back with his attacks, and lift and throw a motorcycle with relative ease. He's durable enough to walk off crashing through a bus, being set on fire and was fine moments later, brushed off a several-story fall, was fine after a helicopter crash, and walked off a giant tower collapsing on him. He's fast enough to keep pace with speeding cars, to easily blitz Hobbs and Shaw simultaneously, and to even block and dodge bullets. He has a cybernetic ocular implant in his eyes that makes his opponents appear slower, allowing him to easily dodge, block, and counter his opponents. But it only works on one person at a time, which is one reason why Hobbs and Shaw eventually beat him. This also allows him to analyze his environment, giving him the edge in a fight. He's also a highly skilled combatant and martial artist. This, plus his ocular vision, allowed him to easily best Hobbs and Shaw simultaneously on a few occasions throughout the movie. And finally, he's an expert marksman and usually carries a handgun on him at all times. In the other corner, we have Captain America. Steve Rogers was a very small and physically unimpressive man who wanted to join the military but couldn't because of his size. Once he finally enlisted, he proved to everyone that he would stop at nothing to do the right thing every time. Because of this, they gave him the experimental super soldier serum, which turned him into Captain America. He's strong enough to easily lift a motorcycle with 3 women on it, to keep a helicopter from taking off with his bare hands, and his craziest feat was holding back Thanos' hand, who's vastly stronger than he is. He's durable enough to survive bullets and stab wounds and keep on fighting, blasts from Iron Man and Ultron, falls from tremendous heights, and hits from Thanos, and just keep on fighting through it. I mean, in his fight with the Winter Soldier, he survived being stabbed, shot 4 times, being beaten by Bucky's bionic arm, and at least a several hundred foot drop into the water. He's fast enough to keep pace with speeding cars, easily dodge and block bullets with a split second's notice, and keep pace with Black Panther and Winter Soldier, who are also super soldiers. The MCU has made him out to be the best fighter in the world. He's bested Winter Soldier, Black Panther, Iron Man, Red Skull, Spider-Man, several Hydra agents, and a cramped elevator, held his own against Loki, Ultron, Proxima Midnight, and Corvus Glaive, who are all physically superior to him. And then with his vibranium shield, he can ricochet it off walls to hit foes from behind, and he's a master at doing this. His shield is also virtually indestructible. And finally, he's a master acrobat, marksman, strategist, and tactician as well. So, 2 super soldiers going head to head. Who wins? Let's find out. So, who is stronger? Well, Brixton is strong enough to overpower Hobbs, who's strong enough to literally break out of cast just by flexing his muscles, send people flying a few feet back with his attacks, and easily lift and throw a motorcycle. But Steve was able to easily lift a motorcycle with 3 women on it, keep a helicopter from taking off with his bare hands, temporarily hold a support beam that weighed several tons, and to throw Ultron through a concrete pillar. I'd say Captain America is stronger just because he has way more feats, but it's not by a large margin. What about durability? Well, Brixton was fine after crashing through a bus, being set on fire, and was fine moments later, walked off a helicopter crash, and was fine after a large tower collapsed on him. But Steve has withstood direct attacks from Thanos, blasts from Iron Man and Ultron, and a fall from a tremendous height. Hell, in his fight with the Winter Soldier, like I said before, he survived being stabbed, shot 4 times, a beating from Bucky's bionic arm, and a fall from at least several hundred feet in the air, possibly even thousands of feet into water. But Despite that, I have to give the raw durability to Brixton because he just simply walked off all of his feats. But Steve has a higher pain tolerance and willpower. And now, speed. Brixton was able to easily dodge bullets, keep pace with speeding cars, and even speed blitz Hobbs and Shaw, who are peak human at least. But Captain America was able to block a grenade launcher shot in a second or less, keep pace with Black Panther, Winter Soldier, and speeding cars, and take people down before they could even react, and quickly block point-blank bullets with his shield from the Winter Soldier. I'd say Steve takes the slight speed advantage as well, so overall Cap is physically superior, but not by much. So what about skill? Well, Brixton was able to best both Hobbs and Shaw throughout the movie single-handedly and simultaneously, as well as easily and quickly put down several of Hobbs' Samoan brothers. But Cap has bested Winter Soldier, Black Panther, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Red Skull, Rumlow, and he bested nearly a dozen Hydra agents in a cramped elevator in about 1 to 2 minutes or less. Cap is obviously the better fighter, but Brixton doesn't have to be more skilled because he has his ocular vision, which allows him to see oncoming attacks in slow motion, allowing him to dodge and counter them. He's going to see all of Cap's attacks coming easily. The only problem is that he seems to rely on this way too much. Like, there's two reasons as to why he was finally beaten by Hobbs and Shaw. Firstly, they started to actually work together, and secondly, after they landed a few hits to his head, his ocular vision started to malfunction, and then he didn't put up any offense after that. Now, Cap will not be able to hit Brixton straight up because of this vision, but I haven't even mentioned Cap's vibranium shield. Not only will it block everything Brixton throws at him, but Steve is also a master at ricocheting it off walls and other surfaces to hit foes from behind. And I think one good hit with this to the back of Brixton's head will cause his ocular vision to malfunction, and then it's downhill for him from there. Captain America wins after a good, hard fight. Like and subscribe. Please leave a comment down below, and please hit the notification bell and all that great stuff. Have a great day. Peace.